40% of jobs will disappear within 30 years. Well, how can university students be expected to keep up with this? NNIT was invited to speak at Copenhagen Business School Bitlab to tell how they are frontrunners in the innovation of customer support, in partnership with the AI startup called SupWiz. Speaking on the subject of how traditional jobs in customer support are evolving and new jobs from all disciplines are being created, we have Jakob from NNIT.
I have responsibility for 260 people at the moment globally, plus around 100 people, consultants that we have around 35 countries helping us to do on-site support.
And Steven, the CEO of SupWiz.
There's also a lot of different words for AI. You could say AI or machine learning, deep learning, or blah, blah. It's all about finding a pattern. And if you use machine and clever algorithms, you can find more patterns than you can do by a human being. And that's what we do.
And with myself, Alessia, have just completed the NNIT graduate program. And we are representing some of the young employees that NNIT is involving in their digital transformation journey.
I'm specializing in security and identity access management.
Been working with data management and data governance. Now let us tell you about the next generation of customer support, and maybe we will be able to inspire you about some of the jobs of the future. What are the kind of jobs this technology will require? What does this mean for future candidates and how should they prepare?
If I look at it from our perspective, what is the kind of skills that we are searching for when we are looking into this field? It's ranging from advisory, people who can actually go out to the customers, analyze the environments, will it work here or not? Do see the integration part. When you actually have this tool, it will need to be integrated. And then if we look for the operational part and support and so on, we will of course have the infrastructure underneath that people need to operate. And in the support part, it's a little bit more about the knowledge managers. We will need to have people who know about where is the knowledge. Architects securing that we're collecting the data, and people who's very, very deeply operations specialists.
So the technologies, like experimentation, is already very far, but there are just not many people who works with that.
Exactly. And in Denmark right now, we have a lack of 3,000 skilled people who could do algorithms and machine learning. You need salespeople, you need product management. The world is going to be digitalized. So I would say it's hard to predict what you should start. Programming is definitely one thing, and algorithms is another thing, and security is the third thing. That's for sure.
Part of the cooperation we are running with SupWiz is not only about developing the chatbots, but we are actually going out as an implementation partner and an advisor and so on.
Why did SupWiz partner with NNIT and not, for example, IBM or Google or Microsoft?
So why the small company does not go with the big guys?
Why do you love us?
I need some data, I need some business knowledge, I need someone taking it in and using it. It's the biggest company in Denmark within customer service and support. I mean, there's many good reasons for me to have this cooperation. There's only one thing left to compete against, and that's customer service and support. And the reason why, of course, there's so many of the products are the same. I mean, if you have this mobile company or this mobile company or this mobile company, it's all the same.
Having a chatbot, having the right information can actually answer you right away based on looking up in different kind of sources, different kind of databases and so on, where it actually has live data about where it registers that your luggage is and things like that. That is the future. People don't want to wait.
If this guy has a question, he send it to the chatbot or SupWiz. It's not a perfect world. We're not going to be able to answer every question, but a lot of the questions. Then we can feed it back to update the homepage with information and feed it back into the chatbot so that the next time it will be a better way here. The whole world is going to be a digital world, and it's programmed, and you have two opportunities. One is to sit on the screen and click on some kind of menu until you make it do what you want to do, and have limited possibilities in what you can make it do through clicking. And the other thing you can do is to program it, and that is if you're going to be a doctor, a mechanic, or whatever in the world.
In 2050, we'll probably see around 40% of the jobs in Denmark not being here anymore. I was actually surprised that the things I learned in school was very, very few things I used in real life. But what I learned was actually the analytical mindset and the ability to be ready for changes. Because the things that might be needed specifically right now, you might not be able to read that. Or you might not be able to find a course neither in CBS or anywhere else in the world about these things. So be ready, be curious about the thing that happened.
Really like the fact that you had a business and an IT person that kind of created a synergy between understanding how you actually integrate IT and how you deliver value from it.
It was good that Stephen, he said that we can prepare good for the future by doing programming. This is for me very inspiring.